mean, regular show is just it's a bonkers crazy show. I totally love it, and I love a lot of the '80s references. I mean, what are some of your favorite references from the show, or like kind of off the wall moments?
I think I really liked doing the Laserdisc episode, just because it was a reference to such an obscure thing where it's like we're not even doing like movie references people can catch. It's like a reference to just like this idea of the Laserdisc.
Right.
So this whole crazy episode around it. And I really liked doing that movie in the episode 2112 Time Attack because firstly it was a rough reference for the title, and also like visually we were referencing like really bad 80s like post-apocalyptic Italian movies.
Right.
That was really fun.
For me, I would say it would either be what's our cop show that keeps resurfacing?
Carter and Briggs.
Carter and Briggs. I love some Carter and Briggs. And actually, there's a great reference coming up that I saw on the storyboard that I cannot talk about. In fact, I have to ask you if it's what I think it was, but it's an iconic character from one of my favorite TV movies.
I really like doing TGI Tuesday and having the 80s ghosts who are a lot like Morris Day.
Yeah, that was a great one.
Doing a bunch of Prince references right up my alley. It's so much fun.
It's great.
There's usually some Terminator references in various.
Those are very common.
Yeah.
Action movies.
Yeah.
I actually think I asked this last year, but is there ever... That was before there was an episode about Laserdiscs. Is there ever any pushback from Cartoon Network where they're like, listen, 14-year-old kids are not going to know what a Laserdisc is?
You know, I would say, like, if that was going to happen, it would definitely happen right there. And as far as I know, it didn't happen. Because, like, when we were writing, it's like, we're getting pretty like, I sure hope people like this. And sure enough, like, when I was reading comments on the internet about that show, as I spent hours doing, some of the people were like, I'm too young, I don't really know what Laserdiscs are, but luckily I still find it funny. And it was just, okay.
Well, I think that's one of the brilliant things about the show and about the stuff that these guys are turning out is you know, I get emails or like hits on my fan page from people who are like 30-year-old guys who say, I watch this with my kid and we both love it. So it's like I think any successful cartoon has got to obviously appeal to the kids, but it's also got to have the parents not running the same channels.
Right.
And I think that's one thing that our show does.
One more real quick one. Do you do the stop talking line when Rigby yells stop talking? Do you do that? Is there just one of those that's in the can? Or do you do that every time?
Every time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
You check the waveforms.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because I love it.
Oh, good.
My favorite thing.
Well, it's that was something that was established fairly early on, and you know, another good thing that these guys do is that they don't overuse stuff like that because it can very quickly become totally annoying. So it's fun.
Just like a little annoying.
Yeah, which you're going for, right? Yeah. So I love that, and because it's used sparingly, every time I get to say it, I say it with gusto.
With the time travel, there's a lot of time travel in the show compared to a lot of other, especially like animated shows.
Yeah.
Do you use that to help you with the references, or just because you like using
Time travel, like whenever we get a time travel story, it's like we get so nitpicky about it. Like I know Kelvin and I did a time travel story a few months ago, and we were just like spent so much time getting obsessed with all the details and everything. And like we usually go to like JJ Sunday and we'd be like, that's a good deal. No, it's perfect. And that's I think every time there's been a time travel episode, that's how it goes. Like we get really, really particular and nitpicky, and like that's like I think like I'm someone on staff who's like very obsessive about continuity and like making sure everything works. It's fun. It's a good challenge to have.
Just like the time clock reference in the later episode. No, you don't put anything in the microwave anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
I really appreciate it. So we got Sam Marin, right?
How you guys doing? My name's Calvin Wong.
Okay, yeah, Storyboard. We met very briefly last year at one of these.
Really?
Yeah. Weren't you here?
I think this is the first one I've ever done.
I was here last year.
That was like one of the first years I missed. I think I've been going since 2003. So it's a big deal.
That always sucks to miss one.
Yeah.
Really?
Although this is my Disneyland. I work like almost 24 hours a day. So.
Well, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like I was like, oh, I'm not going to gym. I don't want to deal with the crowds. I don't want to deal with any of that stuff.
Then you're at
and
home,
then you
you're
see
like-
all your friends like waiting, like, oh, I'm having so much fun. Yeah.
Like, oh, check this out. You're like, damn it.
So do you guys like enjoy? Because I mean, everybody loves regular show, right? We agree that everyone in the entire world loves regular show.
Oh yeah, that seems like a fact.
So is it something that's fun for you to like come to the con and see people like
Oh yeah, the first time we ever did a regular show panel, I think it was Comic Con a couple of years ago, and just seeing like these two teenage girls walk in like a Mordecai and Rigby costume, and go, oh, and then the whole room like erupts. Seriously, sending chills down my spine right now. Just thinking about it, like it was incredible, right? Yeah, it was. Yeah.
All right.
That was mine.
Okay. I'm Will from comicbooktherapy.com. A lot of the stuff in regular show just, the out of the ordinary just seems so in place, and just like some of the original slogans, regular show, it's just a regular, nothing ordinary stuff happens. I mean, how do you guys come up with just like the crazy ideas, like Bobby Ferguson and like all the weird stuff that happens? Just everything seems regular.
I would take stuff from like just, I think like our everyday lives and try to escalate that into its real way. Like Bobby Ferguson, I believe, is based on a real guy. Yeah.
The guy from King of Kong, right?
Yeah,
that's what I think.
Oh my god!
I don't want to. I don't know. I don't want to actually say his name.
Oh, we all know who he is.
We all know who he is.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing that guy and trying to make him as absurd as possible.
I laughed so hard when I saw him. I was like, no, did they?
Did you have the character's backstories planned out? Because early on we kind of find out that Rigby dropped out of high school, but it's only pretty recently that we find out that Mordecai left art school, which is a really perfect character note for him. So how far in advance, did you know that was going to be stuff that was in place early on, or did that just come along later?
The Rigby thing, that kind of came up organically, where we were like, oh, that's hilarious, or something you didn't watch. It was more of a joke, but then it started to make more and more sense with who he is. And the same thing with Mordecai. It was like, they're both kind of screw-ups. Like, even though Mordecai's more responsible, he made it a little bit further. But we always wanted to be that, like, they didn't graduate college, and to find out that Rigby didn't even make it past high school, it's like, that's painful.
We had Sifnak a couple months ago where you just had that giant battle with all the former villains, and then they had the Voltron thing not too long ago, and now you have Mordecai and Margaret finally have that kiss. But if the sitcom rules is like whenever you have the two main characters hook up finally, the show tends to just go slightly down. So my question is, what can fans expect in the next coming season to kind of keep it fresh, or is it?
Well, I'm a big stickler for like spoilers, so I'm not going to spoil anything. But if you watch Family Barbecue, which aired right after Mordecai got like the real kiss and went for it, that episode, like to me, it was like seeing what you could see out of a relationship that would be really entertaining. Like he's just trying to get Margaret's dad to give him a handshake, and it's like the most epic, like crazy. Like it ended up being really funny, and it's like just because a character like moves forward and we move them along doesn't mean we can't still come up with stories that are super entertaining. I think people can look forward to that. Like we're not gonna drop the ball and
Yeah, I think we're conscious of that like trope and sitcoms where that goes downhill. So we're definitely not doing that. Everything's just keeping on going up.
Because you said
Pressing harder on the accelerator.
Yeah, because it felt like a series. Like you guys ended the series with that giant battle. I was like, oh my god, where did they go from here? That was awesome. All right.
All right, cool.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Quick, thank you.